This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Greysin Ishara, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank and welcome Mads and Marie to the Wheel Weaves Patreon team. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. We really, truly appreciate it and couldn't do this without you. In this episode, we're talking about Chapter 21 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 21 is not a mistake to ignore.
You know what? So many mistakes we shouldn't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Like, maybe don't.
Yeah.
Ignore previous mistakes and learn from them, or I don't really get it.
Well, because Bryn is accepting blame for what has happened here.
Sure.
With the Ishara attack. And I don't know that we're going to get into that, but I don't know if it's a fair criticism of himself. He's being pretty hard on himself. We gotta wait. First off, you get a gold star. Or
really?
Maybe two. Yeah.
What? I was going to tell you why I don't get a good gold star today. But...
Oh, you go first. I want to hear this.
No.
You want me to go first?
Well, okay. So I reread Chapter 20 before I read Chapter 21.
Okay.
After we talked about it.
Yes.
Because I was like, I think I'm missing how important this attack actually was. I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized to so many things that...
It's possible.
I was like, ugh, another Trolloc fight. Oh, another army. Who cares? And so I was like, okay, I should probably start caring a little more.
If that's the attitude
you're
going
in.
And
then so after I read Chapter 20, I was 100% sure Bryn and Swan were dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, we barely even talked about that.
Yeah.
And I barely,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They were in that tent and now it's gone.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So.
Reasonably, that's a good assumption to make.
Yeah. And my favorite, Yukiri, is gone.
Yeah.
So that's upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I immediately start Chapter 21.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, that very well could have been a flashback to 5 minutes before, and then you get to see their death or
could
something.
Have been, 100%.
Yeah.
That also would have been, I feel more traumatizing.
Right.
Because,
to see their last moments.
Here's the thing. I know I say I want people to die, but it actually turns out.
When faced with reality.
I don't want, that was upsetting.
Right.
Especially when I'm like, oh my God, no, I didn't even, nuts.
Yeah.
This sucks. And I actually believed that now's the time people are going to start truly dying.
Right. Nope.
Not yet, I guess, because I've been assured that people die.
Yeah. Yeah. Not today.
What if nobody dies?
No, lots of people died. In fact, many people in this Ishara attack died. Mm-hmm. It's just not the named.
So many.
Yeah, not our favorite named characters.
Tell me what I did get right.
Okay, so how they escaped.
Oh.
Falling on cushions of air.
Yes.
You actually brought that up as an idea.
Yeah.
A long, long, long time ago. I don't know exactly when.
Okay.
Because I don't have my old notes.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was maybe book 1. You had mentioned something about falling from a high place and then using the power to make a cushion of air, like an airbag.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it was book 1, but it was at least at some point in the last 6 years, you have said airbag, cushion, fall on from high places. And you
noted that I said that because of this chapter.
Yeah, this is a big thing. It's a big deal. Yeah, a lot of people were actually very excited when you said it originally and leading up to this chapter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big thing.
The fact that people remember what I said years and years ago.
Yeah, but you had a good idea. And that's the funny thing.
Because it is a great idea.
Yeah, but it's just these developments with the one power. I really like it because we get to see that as soon as you kind of break that seal of thinking of new ways to use the power, even Bryn, it's such a great episode because you get to see his thought process.
You mean chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say episode?
You did.
Okay, it is this episode. I get to talk
but it's also
about it.
not a show. It's a book.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
In
okay.
our episode, it's very exciting to talk about it
Yeah.
because you get to see the evolution of him thinking of like, okay, but if I do this with the power, then I could do this, and then I could do this, and it changes the game.
Well, and because he's not restricted by
Yeah.
power level or actual abilities.
And the Aes Sedai
He's like-
actually want to do
He's
stuff
like,
now.
why can't we just do this? And they're like, a puzzle. Let me figure it out.
Get with the right Aes Sedai.
Right, exactly.
With the right Aes Sedai. So
Yep.
we're going to talk about, for a fun fact, falling into cushions of air. Sort of.
Okay,
Falling from high places?
go on.
Okay.
That's
so,
my fear.
Here's the thing. Well, yeah, that's reasonable.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, okay, hold on. Yes, it is reasonable, but what's not reasonable is the amount of people who don't have it as an actual fear.
Okay. Do you know how far you have to fall to for sure die? Like 100% mortality rate. Because I do, because I searched it up, but we'll hold that for later.
Okay.
Okay, let's start off. First, Bryn says, and it's a little bit offhanded in this chapter, so we have to trust that his word is accurate.
300 paces.
300 paces. He said, a doubt many people can claim to have fallen 300 paces and survived. So, approximately from what we know, 1 pace is 3 feet. So, 1 foot in the Wheel of Time universe is between 10 to 12 inches, depending on the version of the numbers, and there's some controversy behind that, so we're not really going to worry too much about is it 10 or 12 inches for...
I want to go with 10
Yeah.
because I
Nope.
feel like it would be metric.
Nope, but we're going to go with 12 inches because that's what it is in the real world.
No.
Because it's way easier for me, so I don't have to convert everything into 10-inch feet. Like, no, we're just going off of, like, the easy comparisons for falling from really high places.
Okay, fine.
That's what we're doing. So, approximately,
Your
they
10s
fell,
are easier to count by than 12s.
but not when I'm converting it to real world 12-inch feet
Okay, fine.
for far places. To fall
Okay,
from.
fine.
So
you
they-
could do it like a meter.
No. Okay.
Okay.
So they fell from approximately 900 feet. Easy to think about that. So, for the purpose of comparison,
Tell me how tall that building is.
well, here's the thing. So, 900 feet. We did a fun fact about cliff
Cactuses.
jumping.
Oh.
About cliff jumping.
I'm thinking cactuses.
Focus.
'Kay.
Jumping off of high places. So, how high, or what was the longest jump in 2015? What is the world record holder for the longest jump? Go in feet.
Like free fall.
Yeah,
Oh,
cliff
cliff
jumping.
jumping into water.
Yeah. No. Yeah, into water.
People do jump off buildings and stuff. That's what I'm saying. People actually don't have a healthy
I'm gonna
fear
repeat
of falling.
myself. We did a fun fact, which you were for sure paying attention to, about cliff jumping.
Yes.
What's the highest cliff jump? The
That someone
world record.
survived. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Why-
because people definitely did it and then
not
didn't
a
survive.
successful cliff jump if you die.
Oh,
Okay, go. What was that? What was that height? Go.
150 feet.
Close, 193 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so they fell from 900 feet.
That's real high.
Okay.
But
So-
how high do you go up when you like skydive?
Exactly. I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
Don't worry. That's what I do in the
I
fun
feel like you're
facts.
taking too long to get to the point here.
First off, I want to talk about industrial grade airbags. So like the big air cushions.
Oh,
for
like
stunts.
stunt doubles.
Like for
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. For
in
st-
movies.
yeah.
For stunts.
Yeah, for
Stunt
stunts.
people.
Stunt people.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, we're there. So the industrial grade air cushions that can break a fall safely, the big boys are like for falls of 100 feet.
Okay.
So
That's
Yeah.
far.
yeah, common stunt bags like the regular ones can handle 30 to 60 feet. The really big industrial ones 100 feet. Cliff jumper guy 193 feet. Swan and Bryn and all them 900 feet.
Whoa.
First off, now we're going to talk about safety thresholds. Okay, so the height at which the mortality rate is 50% for falling from and just hitting the ground is 39 feet.
Okay.
40 feet.
Yeah.
You fall from 40 feet with nothing, 50%
50%
mortality
chance.
rate. 100% mortality rate, 59 feet.
Whoa.
Okay, so make sure air cushion is underneath you if you're falling.
100%.
Okay, now we have to talk about terminal velocity. Once you reach terminal velocity, the gravitational acceleration will be canceled out by air resistance. So you don't speed up past terminal velocity, you'll fall at the same speed until you hit the ground. So it doesn't really matter if you fall further than terminal velocity because it's like same impact speed. Okay? Velocity, not speed. Anyways, a person falling hits terminal velocity after falling for about 12 seconds when you reach 120 miles per hour or 200 kilometers per hour. That corresponds to a distance of approximately 1,500 feet. That means that they did not hit terminal velocity on their fall because they only fell from 900 feet.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
The majority of skydivers happen between 8,000 and 14,000 feet with their jumps.
Okay.
Averages 10,000 feet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So they only fell 900 feet. So they would be falling for 7 to 8 seconds.
That's too long.
Yeah, there you go.
But they had a big airbag.
Big airbag. But like a crazy new Yukiri weave that she's never told anyone about.
Fantastic.
And she was like, jump through the hole in the ground. Crazy
well, it's
like a
either die
fox.
right now or die like this. Like, those are your choices.
Honestly, if it's falling for 8 seconds and then hitting the ground or just dying in an explosion, I might take the explosion.
Honestly, I have to say
let's
the
be
same.
real. Yeah. If Yukiri's like, jump through it.
I
I'd be like,
really,
maybe
really
not.
hate the feeling of falling.
Yeah. And
I hate it.
Being exploded, I don't know if it's better, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet I don't like the feeling of being exploded, but I know for sure I don't like the feeling of falling.
And I know I don't have to wait 8 seconds of that falling feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Should we begin?
I guess. Because you know what freaks me out?
Okay, not ready to begin.
Oh.
What freaks
Because I
you
know
out?
that we're talking about, like, okay, we're in the Winter Olympics right now.
Sure.
Which is
The ski jumpers?
just wild.
Ski jumpers,
Oh,
crazy.
oh, and the lugers,
They're
all of
just
them, they
flying,
go so
yeah.
freaking fast. It's just nuts. But Summer Olympics, like the divers,
Right.
just like being up there.
Yeah.
And
Scary.
the idea of like looking down, like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Not for that's what's holding me back from being an Olympic
I
diver.
probably could have been one.
Yeah.
If I liked falling. No.
Or swimming, your water.
Yeah, like you must like, there are probably people who like do like that feeling. They must be fine with it.
I bet the Olympic swimmers,
Divers.
the Olympic divers, well, I have to assume they can swim also.
Okay, we've been talking for 12 minutes.
Okay.
Now you said I get more than one gold star.
I don't know,
Probably.
because of the number of times that you said it.
I thought you were going to say
pretty
there's
sure you
something else I'm
mentioned-
right about.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you mentioned airbags a couple of times.
Okay, airbags.
You're getting greedy on the gold stars here.
Good for safety. Well, I thought I was going to be completely in the negatives this round.
Right.
And so, but
Yeah.
coming out on top.
So far. Okay.
Actually, at least completely neutral. Okay, so chapter 21, not a mistake to ignore. And our chapter symbol is the bull because, hey, guess what?
You gotta pick one.
Hey, Red Bull makes you fly or it gives you wings.
Well, no, it's Bryn.
No, I know, but it looks like the Red Bull symbol
Oh.
and they flew through the
I
sky
get it. Yeah.
and Red Bull.
You can't say
Gives
that.
you-
You can't say that if they're not gonna pay us.
Oh.
And they're definitely not gonna pay us for that. Again, anyways. Yeah, it's Bryn symbol. That's why
I
it's the
pay
bull.
Red Bull a lot of money.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So it's fine if I say it.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, Swan perspective, surprising. After I confirmed, I went, oh my God, I can't wait to talk about this because, oh my God, obviously they're dead. This is crazy. And then the very next thing I do is read, Swan survived.
Not dead.
Not
dead.
dead.
In fact.
Because it turns out they didn't die in the attack and she's only slightly injured.
Yeah, they're in like their new camp. So we get a little bit of fill in on how this happened in like a couple of paragraphs. But first, we got to catch up on like what they're actively doing. So they are healing the people who can be healed and need healing the most urgently, who are going to be beneficial to put back into battle. It's
Okay.
a really interesting comparison they do with the hand injury.
So I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
They jumped through the gateway, which was to the battlefield, right? Like
We
that's
don't-
like where battle was going on. Like
Yeah,
they were
like, we
looking
don't
down
know-
on something.
We don't know exactly where they were going or which hole they jumped through or if Yukiri opened up a new gateway in those moments.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, it's the one that's already there. It was like split seconds.
So to the battle, but like where they were delivering messages.
Yes.
Presumably not on
With
the
the
front
new
lines.
fun message delivery system.
Yes, which we learn about
Which
here
reminds me a lot of the Reikins.
too. Yeah.
Sean Chen system.
Literally that. It's a great system.
It's the dropping of messages from the sky.
Yes, but
Yeah.
don't put an arrow. Don't put the little
Not
head
the
on
head on it.
Just like a
Just
rock,
a little
because that's
still.
better.
Like, is it though?
When it falls from
if it's
1,000
falling from
feet.
1,000 feet,
Yeah.
does it matter?
Oh, I should have done that for a fun fact.
Because there's that whole thing about the dropping a penny from the top of the building that can like hurt someone.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true though,
Oh,
because the whole
see
terminal
that
velocity
I
thing.
want to know about. The other stuff you're talking about,
Oh
medium.
my god.
No.
Okay, okay, wrap it up. I'll go try again. Okay, so yeah, like it presumably we don't get a ton of information.
I'm just trying to
on what
understand
actually
where
happens.
they are and who they're healing right now.
Yeah, to the army, and then they've gone to like a new camp.
with the army because they've opened up a new gateway from there.
And they're retreating because the order was to retreat because now they're stuck between the Trollocs and the Sharans.
And do you think they had a prearranged like muster point?
You should hope so.
Okay.
And it's Bryn, I would assume yes.
Okay.
Like we have a couple backup plans. So yeah, I assume so. So now they're in like a separate place. They've gotten some of the army, some of the Aes Sedai out, and they're healing the people who need to be healed, who can go back into the fighting. Because I say it that way because they're not healing everybody. They've got limited Aes Sedai right now. They got limited energy for healing.
Yep.
And this one guy who lost a hand
isn't going to die.
Isn't going to die.
Probably.
But he's never going to fight again. So they're not going to heal him. They just bandage it up. But it's just like an interesting
not with
comparison.
that attitude.
Well, but like to Rand, right? That's like the exact wound that we're talking about here. So.
And we also just get a side tip that Swan is using an Angreal in case anybody like me was thinking, I thought Swan was super weak and can't do anything anymore.
Yeah, but you can do stuff with Angreals. It's fine. And
but she's very tired.
They got to pass him around too, and she doesn't like that because she's got to hand it over after.
Oh.
I hate it.
Same with Moraine. She hates that too.
I agree, though. Like, I also wouldn't want to give up my magical artifact.
No, I feel like we should have gone on very significant, like, archaeological digs.
To find more?
To find way more.
Where do you start digging, though?
Literally anywhere.
That doesn't seem right.
I'm not an archaeologist, but, like, it feels
how
like...
How do you do it? You just pick a spot and start digging? What's the point?
Wasn't that how, like, a lot of things are found?
I think it's by accident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Think of all the places where you dig that you don't find magical artifacts.
Well, they had, like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Debatably thousands.
Thousands of years to figure this out. And get their crap back.
Yeah, roughly like 3,000 as the story goes.
Well, I feel like there was at least 1,000 years of like super tumultuous, like weird time.
Sure.
And then now it's like, okay, no.
2,000 years.
At least, yeah.
Plenty of time.
Especially when we were fighting like Archer Hawkwing, who really didn't want us to be using magic.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Black Godjaw gets you every time. Okay. Anyways, so.
There should have been.
Not anyways? Okay. There should have been what? Go. That's what we're here for.
Archaeological Aja. That's what I was going to
say. Like one of the...
Mission, like...
Yeah.
Like the Blues. Like, what are you doing? Your stupid causes? Nobody...
They're like a bunch of Lara Croft Tomb Raiders.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Archaeological digs and stealing artifacts. Indiana
Jones.
Yeah. Lara Croft's the same thing, only...
Hotter.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
And not... What is it? Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford's pretty hot. Or he was.
Okay. All right.
Not as hot as Angelina Jolie,
What are you talking about now? What's going on? Where are we?
Well, I'm thinking of interesting things to say.
Okay.
And
so now we get the rewind. We get the rewind to what actually happened. So while they were in the command tent, Gawain comes bursting into the command tent, yelling about how Egwene wants to retreat the army. And then Bryn has the new command method of dropping the arrows down through the hole. So we get that. That's cool. And then explosions start happening. And Yukiri is like, jump through
the hole. And then everyone's like, are you crazy? And then they're like
a fox, enough to keep us alive.
Do it.
So that's cool. And it's basically like her weave is a massive cushion of air and it cradles you falling for a really long time. And it did draw Sharan attention, but they survived, obviously. And Yukiri is convinced that this weave might be a clue on how, like Age of Legends Aes Sedai learn how to fly.
Yeah, which sounds crazy to Swan.
Hate it. Yes. Also,
if the creator wanted us to fly, it would have given us wings.
Exactly. Swan gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. So good for Bryn because on the way out through the hole, he grabs a couple of maps from his command tent. So he has at least a couple of maps to still work from.
Right.
It's just kind of sad because like, we've lost so much.
We also learn that Swan really didn't want to jump herself.
Yeah, there's a cute little back and forth where it's like,
in a little
you pushed
bit.
me. I was going to jump. You weren't.
I only felt funny because I was tumbling. I wasn't ready to tumble.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you weren't going to jump.
Yeah.
So I had to push you out.
And we got to go because there's explosions everywhere.
And honestly, I get it. I also wouldn't be able to make myself jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd need to be shoved.
Right.
I'm Swan in this. I never thought I would say that. I'm Swan.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm not Swan about in this chapter? How she's so angry about her beautiful, youthful face.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, Swan. You know how many people pay good money to have their old face look young again?
Right. Well, different times, different problems.
She's
Okay?
like, no, it takes me seriously. And it's like, well, you're waggling your finger at people, calling them young man.
Yeah.
Of course.
And it is funny because Swan isn't even one of like the really old Aes Sedai. She's like 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're not even old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I say that as an
She's
almost
like,
40-year-old. It's not old.
Yeah.
It's young, in fact.
And she's like, oh, damn, this beautiful, youthful face. It's like, what? Swan, come on.
Right. Okay, and then we get a little back and forth. So Swan is being super positive or trying to be about Egwene because there's no news yet.
Well, there's some news.
Yeah, like she's missing.
Well, there's news about how many Aes Sedai
Yeah, we get numbers.
we have, and then the fact that we're looking,
Right.
since things have settled, people have gone back, I guess.
Sort
like,
of.
how are we looking for Egwene?
We're not really looking. So the Sharans did a number on the tent. Or not the tent, sorry, the camp.
The whole camp, on
the
all
whole,
the tents.
The whole
yeah.
camp. So the scouts aren't really going back close enough to really tell anything. And we know that Egwene and Gawain were like buried underneath rubble, basically.
Yes.
And hiding under an invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that are happening there. So we really have no idea. We assume some Aes Sedai were able to escape. However, they managed to get away during the craziness, but it's really not that many. So going into numbers here, we get the fact that there's about 250 Aes Sedai left. So that means that there's about 120 dead in like the hours that the battle has been going on.
Right.
So a crazy amount of Aes Sedai have lost. And she's really, well, obviously, like it's going to take forever to build that back. It's not good.
We're never going to.
We've also lost like half of our soldiers. So
yes.
That's also really bad.
Yeah.
So things are going poorly and it's worse. It's like, it's all bad.
It's all bad, except, it's not bad. Swan and Brynn and Yukiri, not dead.
That's true. That is true. That is a good thing. And other people, from what we know, aren't dead.
Like, managed to escape somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, gotten away. A lot dead, but some not dead. So.
But Swan is insisting Egwene is still out there, and she'll surprise them because Egwene doesn't just die.
Yes. There's no way that she dies off screen and we don't get to see it. She also believes the same thing you believe.
100%.
So here's the part where I want to talk about Brynn because I feel like he's being too hard on himself. The chapter is...
You know who's not going to be hard on himself at all? Gawain, probably.
Gawain? Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's true. Well, none of this is his
No,
fault. If anything, it's Brynn's fault.
Although
because he should
I
have seen
do,
it coming.
because I was giving Gawain props before
Yeah.
by outlining, the Trollocs and Fades are kind of being weird for this battle.
Yep.
And then Egwene's like, shut up about it.
Yeah.
Gawain, no one cares.
And that's what Brynn starts to berate himself for
Yes.
here, too, because he's like, Trollocs aren't defensive. He assumed that they were setting up like a hill ambush, and and then they were stalling, and he didn't realize why they were stalling. And then he's like, I should have seen it coming.
Yeah, but like,
But
then
it's
what?
like, how do you see the Sharan forces arriving via massive gate?
Yeah,
Like,
if anything, I would assume the Dreadlords are coming.
yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like
yeah.
the Ashaman Dreadlords who were, that's what I would have assumed.
Yeah,
that
and that's
they're
the thing. It's like maybe
pulling
he
back
should have
for.
assumed something was coming, but like, how
Yeah.
do you know the nefarious something is coming? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's being pretty hard on himself.
And how long actually are the Trolloc forces stalling and pulling back? Like, is it a matter of like a few hours?
Yeah, or
that
like
we're
a half a day
this
or
is-
a day.
Yeah, and
or,
we're like, oh, this is kind of
Yeah.
weird. And like before you can actually figure it out.
yeah.
But
No, it's tough to say. And that's just kind of going into the whole, there's the theme of like the great captains, right? Making errors, but then like how do we view that, right? In the scope of the battle that this is.
right.
I don't know. It's tough.
Well, it's something we've seen before.
Yeah. And I mean, they haven't seen it before. And like, it's,
No.
yeah. But yeah, that wraps up this perspective for them.
Yes.
So they are still alive and in Airfell, so a little bit to the east of where they were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did put my sticky over that avocado.
The Shara attack.
Yeah, it
Does
says
it say
Shara.
attack?
It says Shara. Ah.
Okay. I'm guessing what it says because I can't see that far.
Okay. Well, this is a good time to take a break.
Yeah. Okay.
Real quick break, and then we'll come back for a perspective change. Okay, so we are back, and here we go. We're going to go into a perspective that I really liked reading.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was so funny.
Okay. I don't know that I expected you to say that.
It's comical
Yeah.
just because of how far we've come and how much we know about everything. And this character who, correct me if I'm wrong, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
no
fair.
clue. Like, not a clue. But she reminds me of an Aes Sedai we might have met in, like, book 2.
She is so far behind
She's
in all of her
so
viewpoints.
far behind, and her entire mindset on everything.
Yep.
I just have to find it funny.
And you have to assume, like, she can't be the only Aes Sedai with thoughts like that still. There's a whole bunch of them, probably.
I actually laughed out loud several times during this whole thing, because I was like, oh, wow, you really don't know. But, like, have we seen her before?
We've seen, like, she's been around for a while, but she's a background character and usually just fits into the Lelaine camp of people. She's one of those, and she's been around, so.
Do we know her Aja?
Yeah, she's a blue.
Blue, Kikis Lelaine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lalani or whatever. Okay, so
Yeah.
This person's name is Laurel.
Yes, not to be confused with Morel.
Right. In the audiobook,
who's also in this.
In the audiobook, it's pronounced Lorella.
Yeah, which is better.
Lirella.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And I really didn't know who that was.
Yeah, okay.
And they do a good job of, like, setting things up and explaining who this person is and what they're doing and everything. But I was like, whoa, this is definitely somebody who's just, like, happens to be here. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lorella.
Yep.
That's what we're going to go with.
Okay.
Because that's how I heard it when I read it first.
That's fair.
So, is outside the Black Tower gates.
Yes.
And man, is this chick frustrated.
Which is fair. After everything she describes, yeah, you're right that this
disaster
entire
disaster
thing,
after disaster.
the mission, big
Stupid.
mistake. Yeah.
Huge.
Huge mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only were they refused entry until the Reds got to do their business
All right.
with the Ashamen, then there was the gateway thing.
The gateway, the trouble with the gateways.
Yeah, where they just didn't work.
Yep.
And then there was a bunch of bubbles of evil.
That, like,
not good.
existed and
Yep.
probably crap happened.
And then 2 Dark Friend murder attempts on, like, all of them.
Shoot.
So that's not good either.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then the Amerlin sent a warning saying, hey, the Black Tower has joined the Shadow.
Ah, shoot.
Maybe that's the worst one.
I hate when that happens.
Except now we got a couple of people from the Black Tower being like, no.
We're good now.
We're
promise.
good.
Pinky promise.
No. We got those guys who were dedicated
And
to Shadow.
now they're
we got them out. Yeah, but
gone.
now it's totally safe and you can come in now.
Promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I too might be skeptical, but the way she's going about it is also really funny.
Yeah. Well, and they've lost a bunch of Aes Sedai here because Egwene sent for a bunch of Aes Sedai to go help Lan.
Yeah.
And so only a few stayed behind.
Yeah, but I mean, we still have like over 30.
'Kay.
So it's not nothing, but also her belief system and how good Aes Sedai are compared to the Ashamen here. She's like, oh, that's plenty. And
It's like literally hilarious.
yeah, like, we'll be able to take these untrained
And she has
guys.
this, like, plan that is so funny.
Yeah. So Laurel dismisses this Ashamen who's here, who's telling them to come in now because it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, go away. We're going to discuss this. So this is when her and Morel and a couple of the others.
And Ciane, I know.
Yeah, they kind of get into a conversation like, okay, do we trust this? Like, what are we actually doing here? Because we can't leave the Black Tower unattended during the last battle. That can't happen. So
we must be here to supervise.
Yeah.
And chaperone.
But also,
we
I'm going to
can't leave them unattended.
So I'm going to give her just a teensy bit of credit because she does think about how the White Tower also went through their, like, cleansing of the Black Aja phase.
Yes.
Because they had a problem and they dealt with it.
Yeah.
However,
Well, she also thinks about how she missed the whole
yeah.
Shanchen attack on the tower.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
She missed everything.
She missed all the good stuff where you can, like, make a name for yourself during the crazy stuff going on. So she wasn't there.
Well, it feels like the same thing I was thinking about, like, Bane and Chiad and Gaul.
Yeah.
Who missed all the exciting stuff that happened in the Waste.
Yes, and you just got to hear about it and be like, oh, I wasn't even there for it.
Didn't even see the rain.
Yeah.
In the Waste.
In the Waste, yeah. They've seen rain now.
Tons of it now. Yeah, I bet.
So, Lorella has a plan.
Yeah.
We're going to ask for a display of the channeling.
Oh, and they're just going to do it.
Yep, they're going to do it. Well, they're going to listen, obviously.
Well, in case you forgot, here's what she was promised.
Yeah, okay.
Rand said, you can have 47 of these men who can channel to bond.
Yes.
But you cannot have any full
Yes. So only soldiers and dedicated.
Ashermen.
Yeah, soldiers dedicated, and it's got to be the equal number to match the other group who got to bond people. So her plan is, okay, we're going to ask for a display of channeling.
And I am going to choose the strongest. Me, personally, Lorella, is going to choose the strongest.
Yeah. And then use the strongest to identify the other strongest.
And then once I bonded him, I'm going to tell him to tell me.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him tell me who else is the strongest. And then we're going to go down the line from there. And it's going to be like old school kickball teams.
Old school rules. Yeah. And then that all kind of gets thrown into the garbage because it turns out you can't compel the Asherman as
Let's get to that, because that is so funny.
One other thing, just I got to note, because Lorella also very openly in her mind does not accept that Cyndi is cleansed at all.
No, of course not.
And she's like,
I won't accept that folly.
Obviously, they would say that. And so we're not going with that either. Okay.
And she's like, how dare these men just be proud of what they can do.
They should be
they're not even ashamed at all.
For no reason. They should always be looking for reasons to be ashamed of something. Yeah. Yeah. She's a fun person to be around.
She is a character.
Okay. So gates open up and we ride on into the Black Tower, and then they're greeted by Pavara. So she's here because, and maybe she shouldn't have said this out loud, she's like, Logain thought it would be great to have a friendly person here to greet you that you can trust.
Well, I think
coming off too strong here.
has been through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
In these past, 30 days. It's been, not that long.
Yeah, yeah. The last 2 years, honestly.
No, okay, but, very specifically, being captive in this tower, going through all this stuff, the weird force bonding
all this
against each other stuff.
So many things.
And then now we're trauma bonded.
Being turned to the shadow by Myrddraal and Dark Friends.
And she's almost completely forgot the regular Aes Sedai way of life.
Yeah, and Lorella's going to have to remind her, because you know what there shouldn't be is cheerful Aes Sedai. Hate it. No smiling. Only serious and calm and collected. That's what she thinks.
Yes.
So.
Agree.
But no. Okay, so Pavara's here, trying to make her comfortable. It's not working. And Logain is in charge now.
But he's not doing so hot.
Yeah, he was wounded. Yeah, injured.
And you know what? Man, Logain's been through it, hey?
Yeah, he has been.
A lot.
He was the big prize that...
He was gentled, and then he was, lost the will to live, but then was being carted around, and then was, used for something at one point, and then healed.
Right.
Feeling great. Then was tried to be turned to the shadow 1,000 million times. Yeah. And he fought it every time.
It's not good. Yeah. So Pavara, in her perspective, I'm pretty sure there's some concern that Logain isn't doing well.
It's been a rough year for Logain.
Yeah, it's been a rough 2 years for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
But very specifically, Logain's, his brain has really been through it.
Yeah, and magically through it too, not just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we get a back and forth here between Lorella and Pavara. So Lorella's trying to figure out what can we do with the warder bond with the Asherman. Yeah. And Pavara basically shuts down all of her terrible ideas, because she's like, you can't use it to compel them. It's not going to work. You need to see them as people. You should be trying to get the people who actually want to be warders, not just bonding everybody. Because as Aes Sedai...
And Lorella's no, I'm very rigid and I'm not mentally flexible
not gonna do
all.
No.
I cannot change the plan that I've had in my mind since sitting out here this whole time.
It's the only plan I came up with. I can't abandon it now. And Pavara also thinks you wouldn't walk into a random village and bond random people. That's also a bad idea. So why are you doing it here? Pick the people who want to be warders.
I can tell you, control and power.
Right. Yes. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, no, we got it. Okay, nailed it. So then we get a little bit of her background thoughts too with Lorella. So she's thinking about the tower politics side of stuff. So because she missed all those really cool events, like the Shanshan attack and the schism or whatever you want to call it, she doesn't like being under Lelaine as a little sidekick or a number for whatever Lelaine wants. So she thinks, okay, if I can get the Black Tower under my control, if I can reel this, puppy in, then I'm
basically a sitter.
Exactly. Well, I'm
basically a sitter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so she can.
You, though?
Yeah, she can use that as the influence to make a name for herself and all the other stuff that comes with that.
You know what? Ambitious.
Yeah. Yeah. And she technically is a sitter. She is a sitter, but like she follows along with everything Lelaine says.
Oh, I didn't know she was a sitter.
Yeah. And then here's a good part too, because you can kind of tell how she views the Ashraman too, besides all the things that she thought before. Then she's like, oh, I want to do this thing where I march into battle with like dozens of Ashraman, like
that I
control, and they're like, wow, I get to blast everybody. Like, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Well, she's thinking she'd like to use people as weapons because she doesn't see men who can channel as people.
And then she's like, oh, can't control them.
So she actually like super sucks.
Yeah. And then she can't control them. Like, that's dangerous. So she should be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It's not going to go the way that you think it's going to go, Laurel. Like, no way.
No. And then we're going to come up to her ultimate Karen moment.
Oh, yeah. It's also so funny. And Andrew just like pins her down.
Okay.
On so many
talk
things.
About it.
Okay. No, you go.
Okay.
Okay.
This is very funny. Okay. So they get to a line of 46 men.
Yes, yeah. Like the lineup of all the guys.
Yeah. They're in black coats at the edge of the village, and Andrel steps up and is like, yo, I'm the one in charge of your 47.
Yeah.
Until they're bonded.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lorella pushes back, and she's like, what? I was promised any dedicated or soldier that I wished, and no one can refuse me.
Yeah, and she's thinking, like, these guys here in the lineup are for sure the weakest. You for sure. You're screwing me over here.
You're screwing me over.
Yeah, don't do it.
I know.
Yeah. I know what
you're up to.
Yeah.
And then Andrel's like, yeah, well, technically that's true, but you know what? Everyone else here is either a full Ashraman or not here. Previously indisposed.
They're not here. They're not here. Shoot. I hate it.
They were never here today.
Yeah, so I guess like you can take these guys or you can take nobody.
That's what you can do.
That's the deal.
Because you can only have ones that you can ask.
Yeah, and we checked already, and all these guys actually want to be warders.
Right, because she's
Crazy.
like, oh, they're all the weakest. And he's like, no, actually, they're the ones who want to be warders.
Yeah, so that's really funny.
And then she says, I want to talk to your manager.
Yeah.
Get your manager. And then he's like, I'm the supervisor on duty today.
Yeah, it spins around.
It's
me. I'm here.
I'm here. You can't talk to the Dragon Reborn right now.
He's busy. He's busy.
In Shale Ghoul, dummy.
You gotta go. What? You gotta go there to complain, to file your complaint with him. Fill out this complaint form, and then I'm gonna put it in the garbage can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So that's one thing that she does. And then she also thinks like, oh, I'm going to go tell Egwene about this.
I'm going to go tell my manager.
I'm going to tell my manager, and she's going to...
And then she thinks, oh, no, Egwene probably wouldn't like that very much.
Yeah, shoot. Okay. And then we also get like a really important piece of information too. And we heard it before, but this is just like them coming full circle with the identity of the Black Tower. And I really like this part.
Yeah.
Because Andrel is like, hey... The Dragon Reborn delivered a message to us, and he's got one last lesson for us. We're not weapons, we're men, and men have choices, weapons don't. So here are your men, respect them. RESPCCCT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find out what it means to me.
Exactly.
Easy to spell. Finally, Lorella's like, fine, whatever, I guess. Everyone pick 2.
Yeah.
And let's get the heck out of this place.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Take them and go.
And you know she's got her phone out. Yeah. She's recording Andrel this whole time.
Yeah. I'm going to go on Yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Tower, 1 star.
1 star.
And then it'll say, I wish I could give it 0 stars.
Oh, that's not an option. Bad service. Made me wait outside for weeks.
Horrible service.
Yeah. Anyways, so they pulled a fast one on her. It's great. I love it. And we're good.
I like just the overall update on how things are going here.
And now we can move forward. We can move forward from this.
I'm like a touch concerned where Mazrim Taim went.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the Black Tower too, because it's always been like this big question mark of like, is the entire Black Tower all bad guys now? And I think we can definitively say like, okay, no.
Only most of them.
Only part of them. Because we had Ashley
It
Man
seemed
before
like
the Black
most.
Tower
Yeah.
get out and be part of Rand's group and stuff. And
Sure.
like we have some who are out in the world and doing stuff.
But we don't know how many of those are
No, we don't
Dark
really have
Friends.
we don't really have firm numbers on
We
that stuff.
definitely do not.
No. And then we had Taim with his inner circle, and that was really bad, but that's because they're like the ones who are in control. But now that they're gone, like we do still have a functional Black Tower with actual channelers who can do stuff, and that's kind of what the next perspective with Pavara dives into also.
Okay.
So
let's get into it.
Let's go into that one. Yeah.
Okay, so we perspective change into Pavara, and she's catching up to Andrel after this whole thing.
Yeah. And then she's like, wow, forgot how bad some Aes Sedai can be.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, yep.
And then Andrel's like, some of them aren't so bad. And
Yeah,
it's
wink,
like cute
nudge,
because
nudge.
now they're all warmed up to each other. And
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
actually in the last perspective too. There was a part where Laurel like noticed a look that Pavara gave to Andrel, and she's like,
And she
I
was
don't
like,
like it.
oh, shit.
Yeah,
She's as bad as a green.
right.
Because it's like, oh, they're in love.
But but here's the thing, like, because I'm pretty sure you were on the they're not
No, I don't think they're in love.
lovey-dovey. They're just like
No.
mutual respect and like
Uh-huh.
good partners.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And
kinda like
I
a
think
Lan
they,
Moraine type
exactly.
thing.
I think they grow to care about each other.
Yeah,
And I assume that Laurel, I don't know why Lorella, I thought she was red because I don't know the groups of Aes Sedai that have come here and haven't come here and have come here and haven't.
yeah.
And I assumed that she was part of like the group of reds just
yeah.
from the way that she hates men who can channel.
Yeah, it's an interesting viewpoint for like a blue that we like. We've
Yes.
seen a lot of blues.
Like, has
and
she
they're
never had a
generally-
warder before? Like,
Huh?
is she quite young? Like,
I mean, how much backstory are we going to get into it?
well, I don't know. She seems to have the mindset of somebody who's never had a warder.
That's just you thinking that all reds are bad and all blues are good, and that's not the way it works.
Well, then it shouldn't be written that way.
It's not, clearly. Yeah, it's...
Well, now.
Every
but I mean,
once
like
in a
the
while.
whole book series up to now, it's like that's basically how it's written.
Yeah,
You fit into your little category and that's it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, more so, like, you could also argue that the category makes you fit into the box. Like, they're being a red makes you fit in with the other reds, and if the reds are like this,
Well, and
then you're forced
Pavara
to be
is
that
probably
way.
the best red out
Yeah.
there because she doesn't really like
Yeah.
the way they do things. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that she was like, oh, that Pavara, she's as bad as a green.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Anyway, just, okay.
Okay, so back to Pavara, who is as bad as a green. So she is trying to warn Andrel that like a lot of these Aes Sedai aren't going to view them the way that they want to be viewed. They're going to see you as a threat or a tool. And he's like, yeah, that happens. And
he's like, I won you over, didn't I?
yeah, so then we get into the room with the other guys. So we still got Candler, Jonathan, Amarin. Amarin's the other guy who is like they're trying to turn, and he is also not doing well. So Logain is really bad. Amarin's not very good either, like the emotional side.
Yeah. And
Obviously.
then there's like some weird thing about it's like, you shouldn't be here. They're going to try to bond you.
Yeah,
And then one of them's like, no.
yeah, we're just gonna leave if that happens.
Andrel will make us a gateway in 3 seconds if they try to do that. And we're
Yeah,
just gonna-
yeah, cool. Because they're
just gonna
technically
bail, yeah.
they're technically like dedicated / soldiers, so they could be on the list, and
Yeah, they don't want that.
Laurel might be the one to be like, no, I want this one just because.
Just
like,
because he doesn't want
just to break. Yeah. Okay, so then we got to talk about the next steps here. And again, this is the full circle thing with the Black Tower. And this is a lot of what we've heard from Andrel too, like his internal feelings about what the Black Tower should be. And I appreciate it. So Candler's like, hey, what do we do now? Andrel is saying, well, whatever Logain wants, because he's our de facto leader.
He's our guy.
Yeah, he's the guy. So Logain has changed at least a little
He's
bit.
darker and quieter, and that's what I was talking about before. 'cause
Yeah.
It's like he's been through
And like maybe yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, like yeah, he's a little bit upset right now because they were trying
Okay, but are we supposed to believe that maybe he was in fact changed and now he's like
like a half and half type thing?
yeah,
Like what are you saying?
I don't know.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think you can
well,
go
I don't
halfway.
know.
I don't think we've seen
I'm
or
always
heard
on.
any-
I think
Yeah.
that I'm just always gonna be a little hesitant.
I think it's more
about
like
all
he's
of it.
endured a lot of trauma, and
I
they
think so
should,
too.
They
I
should
think
give
so
him a
too.
break.
But I also
Yeah. So you're you're wary?
I'm gonna be wary.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be aware.
Because he is still determined.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
an eye on Logain
Okay.
and his actions.
You know what? Fair. Okay, so he still seems determined to lead the Black Tower at the last battle, and he is currently going over all the stuff in Taim's room to see if he's got any, like...
Including, like, battle maps and
Yeah,
all kinds of
nifty,
stuff.
cool stuff, like whatever. So we'll see about that. But Pavara says, hey, what does this mean for you with the Rand thing? Like, what are we doing here, guys?
What Rand thing?
Well... Okay, so like the Rand abandonment thing, like who's the leader of the Black Tower?
Like,
like
so
you remember how the Dragon
Reborn
Reborn kind of like abandoned you guys, and you're feeling some kind of way about it?
And they're like, whatever, he's busy. We're our own guys.
Basically, yeah, but they have a couple like different little like internal feelings too. So we're just gonna talk about them. So Andrel brings up again that like he left us alone on purpose because he wants us to find our own way,
and he knows we can handle our shit.
Yeah. And then Jonathan is still on the whole like, well, he would have come if he could have, but he couldn't, so he didn't. And then Amarn's like, well, you know, he left us to escape on our own, and it was harsh, but here we are. And then we've got like the core point is that it doesn't matter. And the Black Tower, and Pavar kind of sees this too, but the Black Tower needs to survive after Rand is gone without Rand's influence or guidance or leadership. So him creating it and leaving, it kind of made that happen.
Yeah.
And made them figure it out for themselves that they're going to have to be, because they don't have...
Pattern's going to pattern.
Pattern's going to pattern. Rand doesn't want to come and be your teacher, man. Like, he's not going to come run the school after.
He probably could have done a little more.
Maybe, but maybe not. Pattern's going to pattern.
Pattern's going to pattern, but I still don't love the way he handled it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last point, just as a reminder that they're going to take from Rand, they already decided it, but he's going to say it again, is that they're men, not weapons.
Got it.
And they used to fight because they were going to die, but now they've got something to live for. So it kind of changes the way and the reason for fighting, and is to survive the last battle. So I do like that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, got a reason to live.
Yeah.
So,
and then that's the end of this chapter.
Yeah.
But I do wonder about this taking oaths to Logain.
Well, it's like
situation.
the leader of the Black Tower.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're not doing it in any crazy way, but it's like, we're going to follow you, Logain.
Okay, not magically.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they would do that.
It's a gray area for us.
For you.
Mostly
I'm pretty firm on where I stand.
Don't do it? Okay.
Don't do it, yeah.
It's gray area.
You were like, if it serves
Sometimes.
me.
Because isn't like Phaolane and Theodrin or whatever here?
Yeah.
And aren't those the ones that swore to Egwene?
Yeah.
A long time ago?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just forgot.
Fine. Yeah.
I noted that they were there, and I was like, those are names I know.
That's true. They didn't really play much of a role. So.
Okay.
In this chapter.
Nope, they're there.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to read one more chapter.
Yep. And it's really exciting because I'm closing in on finalizing my plans for the rest of the book.
Ooh, are you? Okay.
Yeah. So
that sounds exciting for you.
It sort of. It's a lot of work to figure stuff out again. And planning for what that looks like for us. So, and like when we're going to be done. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
It's crazy.
Whoa.
This year.
Wild.
This year. Yep.
Okay. Well, before you go ahead and jump out a hole in the sky and hope that a magical cushion of air will save you, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, I think, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/The Wheel Weaves podcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.